This is Crew Resource Management, Resilience. Watch this video. Hello, welcome to the channel. I hope you're all well. So this is Crew Resource Management and Resilience. So in a CRM session on this topic, we're going to be defining what is resilience, why it is required, and how it can be improved. Now, in terms of a definition, you could say that resilience is the ability to successfully adapt and respond positively to difficulties and other adverse conditions. EASA give a slightly different definition to this, and of course it is aviation focused, and they define it as the ability of the flight crew member to recognize, absorb, and adapt to disruptions. So in terms of resilience and training for resilience, there will be certain elements that you would discuss on a CRM session. What do we train for? What are we aiming to achieve? How do we get proficient? How do we improve proficiency? How do we train to meet expectations? And how do we train for the unexpected? So where could we expect the unexpected? So you'd be looking to discuss this in a CRM session. Is there a potential to find this in the cockpit environment? In the general aviation environment? What about amongst extended services and partners? What about within resources, within staff, within equipment? What about recognizing and dealing with non-standard emergencies? What about the role of inactivity or realistic expectations of encountering rare occurrences? And how do you deal with those situations? So in a CRM session, you discuss strategies, a strategy to recognize resilience and how to improve it as well. So you would discuss flight crew resilience can be substantiated by raising the level of competence and by achieving the appropriate level of confidence. To build up resilience, the flight crew need to develop their competencies and confidence. Competence and confidence are directly linked to resilience. Now, within a CRM session on resilience, you may touch on the Startle effect, and there will be another video dedicated to surprise and Startle effect. But in terms of resilience, you would discuss high resilience and low resilience to a startle situation, to a surprise situation, and how performance is affected and how long does it take for performance to recover. In terms of a CRM session, you'll be looking to discuss the barriers to resilience, the influence of routines. Are they good things or bad things? What about expectations and norms? Normal procedures, normal ways of doing things, normal cultures, and expectations of norms. What about the effects and influence of training or lack of training? The effects of practice or lack of practice? What about the consideration or lack of consideration for resilience? And also the application of resilience. As a general discussion topic, you'll be discussing the general importance of resilience. What does it mean to you? What does it mean to your flight operation? What does it mean to your organization? So in terms of training and training for resilience, you would look at task-based training and competency-based training. So for example, you would look at a scenario of engine failure as opposed to when an engine is most likely to fail. So in terms of crew resource management and competency-based training, the International Civil Aviation Organization have a definition for this. It is a dimension of human performance that is used to reliably predict successful performance on a job. Competency is manifested and observed through behaviors that mobilize the relevant knowledge, skills, and attitudes to carry out tasks, to carry out activities, or tasks under specific conditions. So in terms of CRM resilience, task-based training, and competency-based training, we'd also look at the role of observation. So we'll be discussing the observation of knowledge, the observation of skills, and the observation of attitudes. Non-performance assessments, NOTEX and CRM. Competency-based training and assessment is at the heart of resilience and crew resource management. So in terms of a task-based approach, ultimately it leads to low resilience. However, in terms of a competency-based approach, it leads to a high resilience. And within a CRM session, you would discuss both approaches, task-based, competency-based, and the pros and cons of both. Within this session, you'll be looking to question and discuss why you need to improve resilience, or do you need to improve it at all? What about awareness of your own resilience? A further discussion and analysis of surprise and startle effect. You'd be looking at different scenario exposures. Perhaps a discussion on adaptive training. You'll be looking at the importance of debriefing, whether that's a flight debrief or training debrief or an assessment debrief. And once again, you'll be looking to discuss the overall relevance of resilience. So resilience within crew resource management really lends itself to provide examples of crew resilience in emergency situations. And there are many examples of this, of video footage of the demonstration of resilience in emergency situations. And dependent on the CRM session that you're attending, one of these examples may be included in the session. As with all CRM sessions, it's really beneficial to come prepared for these sessions and to get involved in the discussion elements. If you like what I do here, subscribe to the channel and keep on watching the videos, and I'll catch you again. Bye now.